Welcome back to the Straight Talk podcast. I'm your host, as always, SESvince. We are live right now on youtube.com/SESvince. So if you're catching the replay or listening to the audio version, make sure you head over to YouTube, give us a subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, check out the video version of this because we got a really cool episode today. This is the third installment, even though technically it's only the second time it's actually seen the light of day. We are having our our yearly, I guess at this point it's going to be our WWE draft special. And it's going to be our second draft episode because we're going to do an AEW brand split. So you'll be seeing my guest here like frequently in the next 3 episodes on the Straight Talk podcast. You know her, you love her. She is the hardest working woman in podcasting today. She is the mind of inside the mind of the ShElite and ShEliteShowcase. She is, of course, Miss Katie Kinsey Bay. Not only, hey, how's it going? How's it going, Katie? Also, 1/3 of the Smack and Raw podcast. Even though I wasn't able to be on the show last night, we're still here together doing this draft. We're still here.
Still here.
How you feeling, Katie? This is the third time we're drafting together. Do you have a specific strategy that you'd like to share with the audience, with the listeners?
All I know is that usually there are 3 of us. It is me, you, and Matt, and we do Raw, SmackDown, NXT. I usually would take SmackDown, you would take NXT, and Raw is Ritter. So since Matt cannot be here, I am going to
doesn't want to be here.
Both. I'm going to do my best to make Raw a fantastic show for Matt. So I got big things planned.
Okay, does that mean you're gonna go ahead and draft some people that Matt would like? By the way, shout out to my friend Murdoch. He's in the chat. Justin from Just in Time. He said, "What's up, Katie and Vince?" What's up, Justin? Thank you for joining the stream. We're gonna be drafting. Everyone loves a good draft, and I wanted to wait until the WWE draft had fully concluded. Because the way we're going to go about it is that every single superstar that was listed and available to be drafted by both Raw and SmackDown is the draft pool we're going to go with. Unlike WWE, where for some reason the Usos aren't part of the Bloodline and Rhea Ripley isn't part of Judgment Day, I thought that was a load of nonsense. So we just decided to lump them together. We have 4 different categories in the draft pool. We have factions, tag teams, men's singles, and women's singles. There are a few notable wrestlers that aren't available to be drafted. I'll share that with everyone right here real quickly. There we go. So everyone on the live stream should be able to see it now. And it might be a little hard to read, but the factions, obviously Bloodline, Imperium, Judgment Day, the OC, LWO, Brawling Brutes, Damage Control, Viking Raiders, just because Valhalla. I put the New Day in there because the ineligible wrestlers are Bray Wyatt, Alexa Bliss, Randy Orton, Big E, Tommaso Ciampa, Robert Roode, R-Truth, and Lita, because technically they're out for injury or they're out for some specific reason, right? And now I'm thinking that because I put New Day in the faction category, so I'll have this conversation with you, Katie.
Okay.
Should we just include Kofi and Woods as a tag team if any of us draft them, or do we allow the option of eventually getting Big E down the line?
I mean, I feel like Big E is a part of the New Day when he does come back, if he comes back soon. I feel like if you draft the New Day, you can get Big E too.
All right, so down the line, you'll get him.
Yeah, once smoke clears and everything, I think whoever drafts New Day, they should get Big E too.
Yeah. And we're not going to be doing like WWE does with this whole free agent nonsense where there are people called up to the main roster. There are technically free agents that can show up on any brand. The only intermingling that we're going to be doing is with the women's tag team titles. And we have an exclusive episode lined up for that. After we draft our rosters, Katie and I are going to build our Raw bracket and our SmackDown bracket, and we're gonna do a fantasy booking tournament just like we did last summer, and kind of book what the tag team champions would be in this fictional the universe. So that's an exclusive episode. That's the only intermingling that we're going to be having with the brands. Brock Lesnar, you're going to get drafted if you get drafted at all, and you're going to stay on that fucking brand, bro. None of this free agent bullshit. None of this free agent bullshit. But so we're going to have a total of 20 picks initially to start off, depending on how we're going with things. We'll bump it up to 24 and have an exclusive 25th pick where it's going to be from NXT that we can draft someone from NXT that we want. And even if we don't make it to the 24, I think I'll still do like a 21st NXT pick so we get someone from NXT, regardless. Yeah. One that wasn't included in the draft. And whoever doesn't get drafted from today's draft pool will be considered free agents and will be sent down to NXT. That's how
that's gonna have fun.
They're gonna go and have a brand. Everyone has a fucking brand. Okay. Yeah. All right. So with that being said, let me play the bell so we know what time it is. So the order of the events are going to be as follows. Whoever goes first, obviously gets the first pick, but whoever gets the second pick also gets the first pick in the second round, and so on and so forth. And it's going to be serpentine style, which I feel like it's probably the best way, or at least either that or we just go back and forth. Katie has already agreed that she likes the serpentine style. And because she's my guest on the Straight Talk podcast, I thought it'd be a dick move to not give her the number one pick. So the number one pick in the 2023 Straight Talk WWE draft goes to Katie Kinsey Bay of Monday Night Raw.
Now, obviously, I'm doing this specifically for one person, but if I can get a multitude of people in one draft pick, I will do so, and I probably will be splitting this group up after the fact anyways, to let them all shine individually. I'm choosing Rhea Ripley, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic. I'm choosing the Judgment Day.
Yeah, I was concerned about that being your first pick.
I mean, mommy is everything, Vince. Come on now.
Yeah, that's the only reason. I'm like, if I had separated them like they were in the initial WWE draft where Rhea was its own pick and the rest of Judgment Day were there,
I would have just chose Rhea.
Exactly. Maybe we can work out a trade so I can get Dom on SmackDown.
We'll talk about it because I don't even want
We'll talk about trades afterwards. We'll talk about trades. Okay, so that means that I am on the clock, and that means I got to get in bulk as well. And if you listened to the Get Show draft that I performed with Justin from the Get Show podcast and Will Gray, I bought in bulk when I was drafting there. So, so I'm starting with the Bloodline for my first pick. So that means I get the entirety of the Bloodline. I get Solo, I get Roman, I get Usos, and I get Paul Heyman. Unlike Katie, I will not be splitting this group up.
Hey, I'm just stating my facts that will be happening once they come to Raw.
Yeah. Next up, I need a top woman draw. And I'm looking at this list. And I feel like I have to go Bianca Belair with my next pick because I need a top woman on my brand. We are not WWE. We're not AEW. We are going to try to highlight women's wrestling on SmackDown.
Fair. That is very fair.
Mm-hmm.
So it is my turn. Monday Night Raw selects Seth freaking Rollins, Mr. Monday Night Rollins himself.
That's a good pick. See, that's a pick I predicted that you were going to make, and I was hoping that that'd be your first pick so I can get Judgment Day and Bloodline with my first two picks.
No.
But you were thinking strategically. I like that. But Katie, that means you're back on the clock in the third round.
I had a feeling you would end up taking Bianca as early as you could. So I had a backup in case Bianca was going to be my first choice.
Charlotte Flair.
Fuck no. I'm going with the man, Becky Lynch.
Okay, so you
gotta keep my couples together.
Couples together. Got it.
I'm trying to.
Yeah. Well, that means you can't draft the Street Profits because I already have Bianca.
That doesn't mean shit. I said I'm trying to. It doesn't mean what you're doing. I can still try.
Yeah. So he's still on the board, and I need another guy, and I need him to finish his story. So with my third pick, I'm going with Cody Rhodes coming over to SmackDown.
I had a feeling you would pick Cody.
Yeah. Also, by the way, we didn't address the title situation, but Katie's gonna get the IC title. I get the US title. Obviously, we're getting Raw, SmackDown, Tag, and Women's titles on our respective brands. I'm gonna get the unified Universal title, and then Katie's gonna get the new World title. So that's how it's gonna work.
Nice belt. That beautiful belt.
Yes. Fantastic. And then I'm back on the clock, so I got my fourth pick here, and this is what I'm thinking. It's like, do I get my people already that I want to get, or do I like go lower down in the card because I know you probably don't value them that much?
I'm literally just waiting for you to pick LWO.
Like, wait, are you gonna let me like get to like the 10th pick with LWO?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'll allow it.
All right. Fine. I'll allow it too. Okay, so I need more people on my brand, and you know what? There's no one better right now than this guy right here, and I'm gonna buy in bulk again. So I'm drafting Imperium.
Fuck, you bitch.
I might trade. I might be willing to trade.
Okay.
But I need a big. I want Gunther versus Cody, and this is the only way I can do it.
You're terrible.
This the
only way you could have had them you could have had them on opposite sides of the Survivor Series teams. Come on.
Maybe that's an idea for a future podcast. We'll build our own Survivor Series thing. Actually do something with these rosters, you know. Okay. So Katie, that means that you have the fourth pick next.
All right. Talked about, keeping married couples together. Just kidding. I'm taking the Street Profits. I'm taking Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. Like I said, Bianca was originally going to be my first woman's pick, but besides Rhea, but like you took her, so I had to. Yeah. I'm still sticking with my plan. I still got a plan here.
All right. I see what you got there. Okay, so your tag team division is getting bulked up. You got two women. You got depth in the men's division too, because you still got Finn and Seth in there. So
and Damien.
Okay. Yeah, I count Damien and Dom together as a tag team because they usually team together. But you have variety there. I would say keep them together. If I can't have them, I say at least keep them together. Don't split them up because I don't know what they do without it. But you got the fifth pick as well, Katie. So you have the right to go ahead and draft whoever's next.
I'm sticking with my tag team theme here.
Fuck.
Except I'm going towards the women's side. I'm choosing, as I dub them, the Unholy Union, Alba Fire, and Isla Dawn.
Team Firecrotch.
Yes, Team Firecrotch.
Yes.
They're the Unholy Union.
I mean, they can be an Unholy Union all you want, but they're still Team Firecrotch, in my opinion. Okay. So I thought you were going in a different direction. I just want to make sure that I get this specific wrestler on my brand. So this might be a little high, but I'm drafting Damage Control only for the sole purpose that it's in bulk once again, but also I do get Io Sky, she's one of my favorite women's wrestler in like the entire like wrestling scene, and I just want to make sure she's on there. Plus, I love Dakota Kai, Bailey. Them I might split up. Those I feel like make sense to split up. But
they need split up.
Yeah, so I'm drafting Damage Control, and they're still here, and I don't know if I should take them or a little bit of meat, because now I have some depth with my women's division. Even though we've seen this before in Damage Control and Bianca, maybe I need more women on my roster. But you know what? I think I do need some added muscle here. So with my sixth pick, I'm gonna go with Big Strong Bobby Lashley.
Okay, I had him a little lower, but yeah.
Oh really? Okay. Well,
I did have him. I had him in the top 10, but I had him just a smidge lower.
no, that's okay. I mean, at least I didn't like ruin your draft board.
No, I have a plan. Like I said, I have a plan.
Okay. All right. All right. So, well, you're on the clock again. So your plan is in action. You get 2 picks back to back, 6th and 7th pick. Hey, what's up to Heel Taxes Justin? He's in the chat. Shout out.
Shout out. All right. I'm actually kind of surprised they're still here, so I'm gonna just snag them while I can. I'm taking Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Damn. Yeah, I was thinking about taking them instead of Bobby Lashley, but I'm like, that's a good value pick. That's a good value pick, to be honest with you. You get Sami Zayn and Kevin.
Yeah, so like great as a team, great as singles if need be. If Kevin Owens actually turns on Sami Zayn, which
or Sami turns
check
on
the
him.
history books. Check the history books, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not done yet. That article is not done yet, but I did write all of the drama.
All right. Okay, so you're back on the clock again. You have the 7th pick here, Katie. What are you thinking?
Again, I'm sticking tag team themes. I'm trying to build both a tag team division and a women's division. So I'm taking the one of the only actual women's tag teams. I'm taking Team Ninja Party, Kaden and Katana.
Oh, I had them listed as Sexy Ninja Party.
Yeah, they have many a name. Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, one of the actual only women's tag teams. So
all right. So you have a pretty solid women's division. Like, well, you have 2 tag teams already, like fully in there, so that's good. Okay, so you're reminding me that bulk is key here, and I'm gonna continue with that theme, and I'm gonna draft the entirety of the OC, Mia Yim, AJ Styles, and the Good Brothers. AJ Styles would be an interesting matchup against Roman Reigns, and then you still have the OC, you have Mia Yim, so that adds to my women's division, tag team division, and my mid card / upper main event scene. So I get a little bit of everything there with the OC. So that's where I'm going with that one.
Okay.
And then I have one more the next round, and I'm looking at he's still here, and I don't know if I should take him now or if I should take another bulk pick here. But you know what? I like the value here. I'm gonna go the New Day.
Okay, that was gonna be one of my next picks, but okay, that's fine.
Sorry, Katie. I was gonna go somewhere else, but I'm like, I feel like
that's fine. That's fine.
I feel like I need it because like there's like value here, like not only in tag team because I have the Usos on here, but like my tag team scene aside from Imperium, I want to build that up as well. So I need good teams, and I can't let you have all the good teams on your side.
Fair, like I said, that's fair. That makes sense. I get it.
All right,
I get it.
So you're on the clock, Miss Katie Kinsey, baby. You got the 8th pick and then the 9th pick as well.
So I am righting a wrong that was done in the actual WWE draft, and I am taking Pretty Deadly.
Ooh.
So now I can have them associated with Seth if need be, and it'll be a fantastic time. Yes, boy.
Yes, boy. I like that pick. Pretty Deadly. I think it's going to be underrated. They're going to, I think, make a splash on SmackDown. Shout out to Ed. He's in the chat, says, hey, everyone. Hello, Ed.
Hello.
How's it going? Thank you for joining. Katie, but you're back on the clock again, so you get to add more to your roster.
Of course. I mean, so, again, I'm trying to build my women's division. I'm trying to build my division in every way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I need just a singles woman star, and I'm going to book her correctly. Mm-hmm. I'm taking Asuka.
Asuka, damn it. I think aside from Judgment Day, this is the first pick that you've had that just like really kind of like messes up my board for sure of people that I wanted on here. So kudos to that, Katie. Kudos to that. All right, I like that. Asuka is a solid pick because now you have Becky Lynch, you have Rhea Ripley, you have Asuka, you have 2 women's tag teams in Sexy Ninja Party and Team Firecrotch. So you have that there.
Yes.
Ed says Pretty Deadly and Maximum Mode models needed to be paired in an early feud too. I think they're aren't they on opposite brands? Maximum Models is on Raw, and
Yeah.
yeah, so I don't think that's gonna happen, Ed. But I like the idea. I'm not discrediting the idea. I just don't think it's feasible right now with the current roster.
Yeah.
Speaking of rosters, I get to add back to mine. And this is who I was thinking. So now I don't have to choose between the two people that I thought I was gonna like not get a chance to draft, and I'm just gonna draft them anyway.
Okay.
And that is Drew McIntyre. That was a terrible
Alright.
accent, but he's here.
Okay.
And
Solid pick.
will you draft them?
I don't know. Will I?
You know what? I don't want to go any longer. Like it's messing with my psyche. So
Just do it, Vince. Just take him.
I'm taking Shinsuke Nakamura.
What?
I was thinking of taking LWO, but I'm like, maybe Katie will let me get one more before she takes LWO from me.
I don't know. Didn't I say I would give you until draft pick number 10?
You did say that. So you could completely fuck up my board by taking LW in the next two picks, or you could fuck up your board by letting a talent that you really want on your roster just to mess with me. So I mean, the choice is yours. This makes for a very climatic, like what's the word? Suspenseful television entertainment.
Suspense.
Yeah.
Suspense. Yes.
Yeah.
Suspense is definitely the word.
There you go. There you go. So we have that.
Okay. So is it my pick or is it still yours?
And no, it's yours because I went Drew McIntyre with my 9th pick and then Shinsuke with my 10th. Because that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about taking Drew when I took the New Day because I really wanted Drew, and now I'm like, Kitty values Drew as much as I value Drew. She might take him in the top 10. So I just wanted to make sure I take people that I knew probably were going to be gone by the time it's all said and done.
No, I get it. I get you.
Right.
So with this next pick, I get a single star and I get a tag team. And this is the reason your Sheamus gimmick died last time. I'm taking the Brawling Brutes, Sheamus, Butch, and Ridge Holland.
Remember when I was talking about like, should I take them? I was talking about the Brutes, not LW. I just didn't want to like hint at the Brutes,
I had them in my next two picks regardless, so.
Okay, so I needed. Where did you have Shinsuke or Drew in your next two picks?
No, I had them a little lower.
God damn it! So I could have gotten the Brutes and Shinsuke. Maybe we'll talk trade maybe.
We will maybe talk trades.
Okay, so Brawling Brutes with the 10th pick in the top 10. So you got the 11th pick, Katie. Where would you like to go next with it?
I feel like I kind of need to, build my male single division a little bit. I only got like a few here and there.
Yes.
He very well could be mid-card, maybe bump him up to the world title picture eventually. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go LA Knight.
Oh, that's a good pick. I like that. And you know what? You're drafting him to the show that I thought he should have gone to. I thought he should have gone to Raw because he would have been able to get to that IC title picture, maybe even be in that tournament. But then again, now they're doing the tournaments on Raw and SmackDown, so maybe he'll be in the tournament regardless for the new world title. So there's that. Let me see here. Just trying to make sure that everything that we've selected has been crossed off. I'm trying to cross it off so I don't accidentally.
Yeah, I'm crossing them off as I go because I wrote all of the other so I have my list and then I wrote everyone else down. Mm-hmm. So I'm crossing them off as I go.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't want to do what Justin did, where I drafted Cody Rhodes in that draft as well, and like maybe like the first 6 picks. I think it was my 6th pick, and then we get to like the 19th pick, and Justin's like, "I'm gonna draft Cody Rhodes," and I'm like, and then both Will and I are just like, "Justin, I already drafted him, dude. So what's going on?" So yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm on the clock now, and we're just gonna get it over with because we know this is gonna happen. This is probably the most locked thing in the world, aside from you drafting Seth or Rhea, and that's LWO coming over to SmackDown. So We're adding more Latino flair to the brand, which I'm all about.
All the Latinos.
All the Latinos. And you know what? Let me see here. I'm looking at this roster, and I'm liking women because I have Selena, I have Mia Yim, I have the entirety of Damage Control, and I have Bianca. So I need more women on here. And you know what? Looking at this list, there's I think you took a lot of the big stars. Because you took Asuka and you took Becky Lynch.
And you have Bianca.
Oh, and you also have Rhea. So you have Becky Lynch, you have Rhea, and you have Asuka. So you have the big hitters there, and I just have Bianca, and I have a Damage Control. But you know what? It's all about building stars back up, and I think this is one of the better underutilized talents on here. And I'm gonna go with give me Candice LeRae.
Okay. I did have Candice on my list, just a little lower, but okay.
Yeah, I just needed women. And I didn't want to risk like having like a terrible women's division because I waited and neglected them all the way towards the end. So that was my second pick. So now you get the 12th and 13th pick, Katie.
Okay. Speaking of women, she did just get drafted. She's someone I suspected to be drafted when NXT call-ups came up. I would like to see what she can do with these women that I have. I'm going to take Zoe Stark.
All right. I like that. That's a good pick. I know TC will be happy with that one.
Yes, he will.
See, I was thinking Zoe Stark, but I'm like, do I like her enough as a character to draft her on my roster? And I'm like, it was between her and Candice. And I'm like, at the end of the day, I like Candice a little bit more.
That's fair. That is very fair.
By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but I've been drinking from my SmackDown commemorative cup this whole time.
I have noticed. Yes, I have noticed.
I'm very thematic today.
You are.
Okay, Katie, you got the 13th pick, the lucky 13th pick.
Again, got to build a tag team division here. I'm going with Alpha Academy, Chad Gable, who is a goddamn star and deserves to be treated as such, and Otis.
So, okay. That one I didn't actually write down on my power rankings when I was building my draft board because I know how much you love Chad Gable, and I was not going to do that to you.
Hi, Will.
Hey, Will's here. He's not first, though. He's not first.
He's definitely not first.
Hopefully, this means he'll last longer in the chat. In the chat, Katie, in the chat. Oh my God. Because usually he comes first and then he dips. So that's usually how things go. Okay, so I got the 13th and 14th pick here, right? So let me see. I feel like this person I can get towards the end because I don't think either of us value them that much. So, and I feel we can both get them towards the end. I'm looking. It's getting a little tougher, Katie. I feel like I like a lot of the people that I have, and I don't feel like I need too many other people on my roster. If that makes any sense, because we're getting close. We might be able to just narrow this down to 20 and then do like an NXT 21st pick. But I need more. I'm just gonna go the more women route, and this is gonna be a pick that not only is gonna help my depth in the women's division, but also help with the women's tag team division, and that is Indy Hartwell.
Okay. Oh yeah, Candice and Indy, smart.
Yeah, the way.
This is the way.
This is the way. I saw the vision. Let me see here. And just because I like her, but I don't like her partner, I'm drafting Liv Morgan. Only Liv Morgan.
No, you have to take both.
No, so with tag teams, you can take the tag team if you want, but you don't have to.
Just taking Liv.
I'm only taking Liv Morgan, so Raquel's still on the board. I do not claim her.
Yeah, you're terrible.
It's Raquel, man. Come on, ain't nobody missing Raquel.
I mean, I know, but I'm just saying.
All right, so that means you're back on the clock, Katie.
I am. Which way do I want to go here? This pick is specifically for Matt Ritter. And again, building up my women's division. I'm taking Shotzi.
See, I didn't want to do it because I knew you were gonna take Shotzi for Matt, and I just wanted you to like fulfill your prophecy to Matt, saying that I'm gonna make the most Matt roster I can, or
Yeah,
just like do right by him.
I have to.
Yeah. Okay, so then you get the 15th pick here, Katie.
Let me check here. I do need more just single male talent on my roster.
Whatever you do, don't take Karen Cross.
I would only want Scarlet. I don't want Karen.
And I would allow that. I would allow you just drafting Scarlet, by the way.
No, I'm not doing a draft pick just for Scarlet. See, this is where
it starts to get tougher now.
Because I have Seth.
How extensive was your draft board? Your power rankings?
I had to 25.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have alternates, some of which I've crossed off as I've went, switched some things out.
How many are left on your draft board that you had on your initial? Like they've already been selected by either you or I.
Left I have 6.
Okay, so is that what you're looking at? You're just looking at your like 6, or you're looking at what's left?
Kind of a little bit of both, because again, I kind of want and need another just like male single star.
Zion Quinn is still there.
I mean, he's beautiful to look at, but I don't know if I want him on my roster.
Okay.
Shit. I'm going to shit, I don't know what I want to do here. Because I can go for him, I can go for them.
Mm-hmm. I'll give you another half hour to make your decision.
Shut up.
No, I'm genuinely serious. Like we have like I was thinking about making this an hour show. So as long as you make it within the next half hour, we're perfect.
I'm gonna take.
You're looking at male wrestlers, right? You're looking at, because you have Brawling Brute, so you have Sheamus, and then you also have Butch on there. You have LA Knights. You have Chad Gable. You have who else? Kevin Owens and Sammy. You have Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, so you can like let them do their single stuff while still being a tag team. You have Seth Rollins, you have Finn Balor, you still have Damian Priest, and the Dom of WWE, Dominic Mysterio. But you have tag teams as well. Alpha Academy, Brawling Brutes, Pretty Deadly, Owens and Zayn, Street Profits, and Judgment Day. So you have a little bit of everything. So like I don't think you can go wrong with any of your picks, whoever you select here.
I'm gonna take, and I want some meaty men, but like I'll come back to that later. I'm breaking up another married couple. I'm taking Johnny Gargano.
You know what? It's okay.
You're gonna call me bitch. Say it, Vince.
I wasn't gonna say bitch. I was like, you son of a gun. I was gonna do like the Santino Morella thing.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, you know what? Because they didn't want you to do that. I thought you were gonna take Dexter when you said I'm gonna break up a couple.
Oh no.
All right. So Johnny Wrestling drafted. You know what? He fits on both rosters because you can pair him up with Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn or Seth Rollins, and that'd be a banger match right there. I can pair him up against AJ Styles, and that'd be a banger match right there as well. So there are options.
Yeah,
okay.
I got options.
All right. So, that's tough. I was really kind of hoping I'd be able to get Johnny in the next round. I was trying to see how far I can go without you picking up Johnny, just because he hasn't been used that much. He hasn't really been used that much, so like he's out of mind, out of sight, out of mind type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck. You know what? Give me Edge. It's SmackDown. Edge feels right for SmackDown. He's gonna add to my division. Why not? You know, at this point, I'm just
the next year that he's wrestling.
Yeah, that's fine. And on top of that, give me. Ooh. Do I take Grayson Waller? Is that a good pick? Is that a value pick at this point?
if you want to take Grayson Waller.
I'm gonna draft Shayna Baszler and only Shayna Baszler.
I didn't even. Oh no. Yeah, I didn't even write them down. Like anywhere.
Yeah, because you were under the impression that you had to take them as
I just didn't want to even put Ronda's name anywhere on here.
No, I understand. But I'm just taking Shayna Baszler because she can be added to my women's division and stuff. So that's what we're doing here.
Nice.
All right. Plus, we got to build up this women's tag team tournament. I guess it would have made sense to have Raquel and Ronda on my roster because then those would be 2 tag teams. But I don't want
Too
them.
late.
We're actually not even going to send them to NXT. We're just going to release them.
Ronda can just leave. Yeah.
Ronda's getting released, so Ronda's not getting drafted. Katie, you're back on the clock. You at the 16th and 17th pick, and things aren't getting much easier.
I'm gonna take a tag team that is underutilized and deserves to be treated better.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you do have the Almighty, I'm taking Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander.
I thought you were gonna go hit Row or something. I don't know why.
I did not go hit Row.
I don't know. I thought that's where you were going. All right. So Cedric and Sheldon. I saw them on the list too, and I wanted to take them because I had Bobby. But I'm like, let me get more women. And I went with Shayna. At this point, I'm freestyling now. I'm like freehanding all this now because I really only planned up until like the 25th pick, and literally my entire board is drafted. Between you and I, my entire board has been drafted, except for like 1 or 2 people, and I don't want to draft them right now because it's too high to draft them. They were more like picks like if they're there, I'll pick them up just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, I get you.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So
I think it's still me.
Yes, it's still you. You get the 17th pick.
Again, I got to build up this women's division, showcase a lot of talent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take Piper Niven.
Nice. I like that pick. Good value pick.
Thank you.
Let's see. I'm going to add to this women's division too. Give me... Actually, now I don't know if I want to do that, actually. I'm torn. Do I keep continuing to break up factions and tag teams?
You're terrible.
I mean, that's been the theme, right? This is what, like the 3rd one? Because I drafted...
You took Liv, and then you took Shayna.
That's it, right? That's all I've done?
Yeah.
I can do more.
Fucking awful.
You know what? Give me the Miz.
Okay.
At 17, I think that's a good value for him, and I think he fits better on SmackDown, anyways. To be honest with you, his best run was probably that run on SmackDown where he was going back and forth with Daniel Bryan and Dolph for the IC title.
The All-American Nightmare Dragon, Jake Long, Bryan Danielson. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, that very guy. Okay, so I want more women on my roster, and you know what? She's still here, and this might be going a little high, but I think it's worth it. I'm drafting Tegan Knox. Tegan. Yeah, I'm breaking up Damage Control, and I'm reuniting Team Fly Kicks.
Team Kick.
Team Kick, yeah.
Team Fly Kicks.
Yeah, because Team Kick is just Dakota, but I think
Team Kick was both of them.
No, look it up. I when they were tag team, I thought they were just like Team Kick, but it turns out they were like Team Fly Kicks or something like that. I don't fucking know, but they're gonna be Team Kick. Whatever. We're reuniting Team Kick, so we're building up this women's division. That's what we're doing.
You better remember that for when we do the women's tag team thing.
I probably won't, and that's
won't.
And that's the beauty of it is that I probably won't. Katie, you have 2 more picks before we get to the 20th pick. 18 and 19. So you get 3 more picks at the bare minimum.
We can keep going.
Okay, we can keep going after 20 if you want to.
Yes, I think we should.
All right, perfect. Yeah, because we're solid on time, anyways.
Yeah, we got this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like how so far though. Sorry. I like how so far we've been in agreement on something here, and I'm not gonna say it because I think we both know what it is. We're in agreement on one thing here, on one person.
Is it a male or a female?
Both actually.
I think I might know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I keep seeing her name and I'm like, ha ha ha.
Okay, go ahead.
Which like people probably won't be happy that she doesn't get drafted. She might get drafted, who knows? But probably not by me. Okay, so my next pick, again, I can use him as a single star, or I can team him with Johnny Gargano. Again, I am doing this for Mr. Matt Ritter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Dexter Lumis.
Breaking up another couple. This is the third couple you've broken up, by the way.
Because you keep taking everyone else. So, like, I have to break up these couples because I need the people. They're fine. They can travel with each other. It's fine.
All right. We'll let that intermingling happen. Okay, so you got one more pick in the 19. What were you thinking?
Again, you know what? I want to build my women's division. No, I'm not picking her. I would like her to be utilized better on the main roster. Give her kind of a run she had in NXT. I'm taking Xia Li.
I was hoping you weren't going to take her. But that's a very good pick, especially at 19.
It's me. I love Xia Li. Why would I not
love Xia Li too. Okay, well, now I'm at a crossroads, right? Because now I got the 19th and 20th pick, and do I keep adding to this women's division? And I feel like at this point I have to take her because she's still there, and we've been talking about it. We've been running through circles, and I think at this point it's a value pick. Give me Charlotte Flair at 19. Yep.
She also, I mean, to be fair, she also is not on TV, so
yeah. So there's that. Plus, the only reason I'm doing this because Bianca's beat Becky. Bianca has beat Sasha. Bianca has beat Bayley. This is the only horsewoman that Bianca hasn't beat. So Bianca needs to finish the story. You know, she needs to finish the story of being the horsewoman. I get you. I'm gonna add more to this women's division. Give me actually no. I'm gonna hold off on that.
Okay, he's lying. He's a liar. Got it.
It's because I'm looking at the rest of the draft board. I'm like, do I want to take this guy? Do I want to take that guy? It's this far in the draft. I don't like him, but it's this far in the draft. At this point, I'd be dumb not to take him. Give me Austin Theory.
Okay. I had Theory at like number 24. I was like, I guess I need somebody.
Yeah. So, because at this point, I'm looking at like names. I'm like, even though I don't like them, I'd be dumb not to draft them.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at. So you're at 20, Katie. So you want to keep going to 24 and then finish off with 25 for the next seat. All right. So let's keep going then. You got 20 and 21.
Okay. I'm going to take, again, women's division. She can add a lot, even if she's only around for a year and then dips again. I'm going to take Trish Stratus, the WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus.
That's what I was thinking about taking instead of Theory. But I'm like, Theory's going to be here longer than Trish. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I could work out a trade for Trish. Plus, I already have Edge. Do I really want Edge and Trish on the same roster?
Yeah, you're gonna lose them both at the same time.
Yeah. Okay, so you're back on the clock. You got the 21st pick. You still have some names on the board. Do you want me to list off some names for the listeners?
If you want to, sure.
So in the women's side, we still have Lacey Evans, Emma, Nikki Cross, Dana Brooke, Natalia, and Tamina. On the men's roster, we have Brock Lesnar, Karrion Kross, Omos, Bronson Reed, Grayson Waller, JD McDonough, Apollo Crews, Cameron Grimes, Baron Corbin, Mustafa Ali, Odyssey Jones, Dolph Ziggler, Akira Tozawa, Riddick Moss, Zion Quinn, Von Wagner, and that's all that's available in the men's. In the tag team division, we still have Braun and Ricochet. We have the Complaint Committee, Los Lotharios, Elias and Boogs, because why the fuck were they separated in the draft? Then there's still Hit Row, Viking Raiders, Into Sheer, and Maximum Male models. And like I mentioned, Bray Wyatt, Alexa Bliss, Randy Orton, Tommaso Ciampa, Robert Roode, R-Truth, and Lita aren't available to be drafted because they're out. They went out for a pack of smokes, and they're not back yet.
I know what that's like.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I could not myself.
You know what? It's okay. You can make those jokes. I can't make those jokes.
Yeah, you are not allowed to make those jokes.
It's all right. Kitty, your next pick.
Okay. Do I do a tag team or do I do a single star? Give me Dolph Ziggler.
All right, that's a good one.
Give me Ziggles himself.
Mr. Ziggles.
Mr. Ziggles himself.
All right, if that's the case, give me Chicago's own Mustafa Ali.
Okay.
Might as well get some hometown love here. And I'm gonna finish off with some Latino representation. Give me Los Lotharios. That's what I was talking about earlier. I wanted Los Lotharios on there just because I think they're underutilized greatly. It's like criminal how underutilized they are because they're both fantastic wrestlers. And they have a good gimmick as like this like Latin lovers, like these like Latin heartthrobs. They should be used more. And if I'm being honest with you, they should even be in the LWO. Like I know they already have Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wild as a tag team in there, but the original LWO had like 10 members. You know, just add them. That's why I was disappointed when they got drafted to Raw. So I don't know. So they're gonna join LWO here. So they're gonna be part of LWO.
Okay.
Katie, you got 3 picks left. You got 2 back to back.
Okay. Give me. Give me Bronson Reed.
Nice. I like that pick, especially at 22.
That's a good pick. We'll utilize him. We'll make it work. We do what we got to do. Plus, I can get him and Otis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
So
big meaty men slapping me. Is that who you were talking about? Meaty men?
I mean, I was kind of looking at a few of the meatier men on the list.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to, decipher who I wanted here.
Were you an Homo sapien or whatever?
No, I'm not an Homo sapien.
All right.
Oh. Okay.
It's tough because now it's like, do you want to go into the women's division? Do you want to go more into the men's division? I think I'm done with the men's, to be honest with you. I think I need to focus on some women's. Except for one tag team. I think there's still a tag team on there that I can focus on.
I'm going to take, again, just for sheer women's division, women's tag division.
Complaint committee?
I'm taking Sonya and Chelsea.
That's a good pick. Especially at like your second to last main roster pick.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm okay with that. That's what I was going to pick, actually. That's what I was thinking about tag team. Give me Ricochet and Braun can stay wherever the fuck he is.
Okay.
I'm breaking up that tag team as well. Hopefully, I'm able to have
the tag teams have been broken up.
Can I keep Samantha Irving? Because I have Imperium.
She goes where Ricochet goes.
Yeah, and plus I have Imperium. That's the whole purpose. So I still get Samantha Irving. You can have Tony Chimel if you want.
I don't want.
Actually,
no. I'll take my
Tony Chimel. Tony Chimel will be like hitting on Braun. Bro, I don't fucking want Braun. He can control his narrative somewhere else. So I get this is my final pick. Fuck.
It's hard.
Let me look at my roster because this final pick I'm gonna use to help with that women's tournament. So I have Bianca. I have Bailey. I have Dakota Kai. I have Io Sky. I have Mia Yim. I have Selena Vega, Ken Saray, Indy Hartwell, Liv Morgan, Shayna Baszler, Tegan Knox, Charlotte Flair. Yeah, this last pick has to be a woman. So I'm torn here, Katie. I'm thinking either Emma or Nikki Cross.
You don't want the boat, Natalia?
Yeah, give me Natalia. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad pick because I can just pair her up with Charlotte, which is the tag team we created.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We did create that tag
team. Yeah, we
team.
created that tag team for sure. But Emma is like there, and I feel like I can pair up Emma with someone, right?
Probably.
Bubbly Emma versus and Hugger Bailey as a tag team.
Okay.
There you go. That would be.
So, are you taking Emma?
No, give me a second. This is tougher than this is tougher than it feels like, because it's like Emma or Nikki Cross, Emma or Nikki Cross. Because ideally, I'd like to draft Dana Brooke and Emma because they used to be a tag team together.
Yes, Bakley. I took Carter and Chance.
Yeah.
Very early
on. Would you let me draft Dana Brooke and Emma together as a tag team if I make them a tag team?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm drafting Emma and Dana Brooke as a tag team.
I'll allow it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
You're a gracious judge.
I try my best.
Okay, Katie, final pick of the main roster before we go into the NXT.
I feel like I gotta make it a good one. You know?
I'm very disappointed I wasn't able to draft a specific wrestler. We can talk about our regrets afterwards.
I don't have many regrets.
I don't have many either, but there's some that I'm just like, it would have been nice to have him on the roster. You know you want that Von Wagner?
No.
Zion Quinn is still there. Zion Quinn is still there.
I see that. I can see that Zion Quinn is still there.
TC is going to be mad at us that Grayson Waller's still on the board.
Well,
Apollo's still on the board.
I'm not taking Grayson Waller.
Cameron Grimes is on the board. JD McDumdum, Lacey Evans, Nikki Cross, the boats. The boat.
I'm definitely leaning more towards just a singles male wrestler because I don't have a ton. Again, I'm not taking Cowboy Brock because he would just run rampant and I wouldn't be able to control him. And
so no one's drafting Brock. That shit's hilarious.
He's a free agent anyways. It's not like it's not like he stays where he goes anyways.
That's true. That's very true.
He's aggressive. I can't control that. My heart would not be able to take Cowboy Brock on the on Monday Night Raw. He'd run rampant. I'd lose all my security guards.
Pigley says I'm disappointed Grayson is not picked. Look, I was thinking about picking him, but then I'm looking between him and Mustafa Ali, Chicago. Between him and Austin Theory's a better Grayson Waller. Lotharios and Grayson Waller, Latino heartthrobs, and then Angel Garza strips before he starts a match. So then Ricochet, you get Samantha Irving. Emma and Dana, 2 for 1. There's still so many people I wanted to draft. There's too many people here. No wonder there was free agents in the regular draft.
Yeah, honestly. All right. I got my pick.
Wait, what? Ali says... Bakley saying Ali is in NXT. What?
No, he's not.
Is he?
No.
It doesn't matter. He's in this draft pool. Doesn't matter, Bakley.
No. I'm taking bobblehead looking ass.
No.
I'll take JD McDonough. Because then I can get him versus Finn Balor.
Did you hear the rumors that supposedly they're looking at JD to be added to Judgment Day?
I don't think they necessarily need to do that, but more so for the fact that I really need just another male heel.
Mm-hmm.
So
Can I have Cameron Grimes turn him heel?
I love Cameron Grimes. Heel Cameron Grimes just didn't hit for me.
Okay, so let's go to our NXT pool here, and I'll let you decide. Do you want to go first with the NXT pick, or do you want to give me the first pick? I'll let you know right now. I'm not going to take anyone that you're going to take, and I know for a fact who you're going to take. I already know who
Okay.
you're gonna take.
If you're not going to take the person I want, then I will allow it. But if you end up taking them, I'm not going to specify who.
Mm-hmm.
I will hurt you.
No.
And I will not give you anyone that you wanted in this draft.
In terms of trades?
Yes.
Okay. Just because I want to add to the women
Okay.
of my roster, and I felt she should have been drafted.
Okay.
Roxanne Perez. It's my
Solid.
NXT pick.
Solid.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Katie, you can go ahead and pick Carmelo Hayes now.
Y'all already know what time it is. He is him, and I get Trick Williams in the mix. Come on now, I'm taking Carmelo Hayes. He is him, y'all. I'm telling you, and that's another heel-ish male I can have on my roster. So
yeah, okay. So now, Katie, we're looking at who got left over, and I'm very proud of us. We didn't speak about this. There was no words spoken, nothing was translated, but we understood the assignment. Matthew Riddle was not drafted, and we're gonna just release his ass, and he's not gonna be in NXT, WWE, or Raw or whatever. He can go somewhere else.
Y'all, I didn't even write him down.
Well, I just looking at the draft pool.
No, like because I wrote the other like ones who like so I had my list of 25, and then like everyone else. I didn't even write him down.
Yeah, no, me either. So Matt Riddle didn't get drafted. Brock Lesnar didn't get drafted. Omos, Karrion Kross, Grayson Waller, JD McDonough. Oh yeah, no, JD.
I took JD.
Yeah, you took JD. Cameron Grimes, I meant to say. So whoever didn't get drafted is going to go over to NXT, except for these following people: Ronda Rousey, Braun Strowman, Matt Riddle, Brock Lesnar. Bye bye, y'all gone. Oh, and, yeah, and Valhalla. Viking Raiders can stay, but Valhalla's gone.
Fair.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I was gonna say because send Viking Raiders back down to NXT where they were actually good.
Yeah, let them be War Raiders again.
Exactly.
My only regrets in terms of who was left here is that I did kind of want Grayson Waller. I just couldn't like choose him over a lot of the people that I ended up drafting. I also really wanted Hit Row, just cause. But I already had plenty of tag teams, and yeah, I didn't value them more than I did other draft picks. And the last one here is Baron Corbin. I love Baron Corbin. I think he's underutilized. I think he hasn't had a fair shake. So I just want him.
It fits the theme though that Corbin doesn't get drafted.
Yeah. He's the only one that gets allowed to be on both shows. No, I'm just kidding. No intermingling. What about you, Katie? Is there anyone left on the board that you would have been like? It would have been nice to have him on the draft in my roster.
Not particularly. Cameron Grimes would have been nice. Like I was kind of torn between him and JD, but I think JD's big ass head will just make for funny entertainment.
It can help fill out 3 hours of Raw.
Exactly. Just him trying to walk around and keep it up. It would be great. Other than that, I'm kind of okay with my choices. Matt, if you're listening and watching, I hope I made you proud. I tried my best.
You took Shotzi and Dexter Lumis, and since Bray wasn't available, like you took all the guys he would have wanted anyways.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Except for Karrion Kross. I think he would have still wanted Karrion Kross and just book him better.
Maybe.
We'll see. But yeah, so everyone's going back down to NXT. They're gonna be doing that Roxanne Perez Trick Mello gang coming up. That's who I knew. That's why I knew I'm like, I gotta allow the NXT portion because I know Katie wants Mello.
I need Carmelo Hayes.
So I got you Carmelo Hayes. So now the question must be asked: is there anyone on my roster and obviously anyone on your roster that I'd like? Any trades you want to try to work out here before we call it a day?
Well, I know you want Dominic.
I want all of Judgment Day minus Rhea.
Excuse you? Who are you willing to give me for Judgment Day?
That's a toughie. Would you be willing to trade them for The New Day? You don't get Big E initially, but you eventually get Big E.
Yeah. That's fine.
That's a fair one?
That's fair. All right.
Okay. Because I have to. Like, I'm part of the Get Your podcast. How dare I not draft the mascot? So your pick changes to Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
Rhea, and then you get New Day.
Yep.
And then my New Day goes to Judgment Day. So I get the rest of Judgment Day. So this is 3 for 3 trade. So I get Finn Balor, I get Dom Mysterio, and I get Damian Priest. And then you get Big E. You get Xavier Woods and Kofi, and you get Big E eventually. So that's one trade. Is there any other trade? Because I'm looking at, like, at least at the very least, for their women's tag team tournament is what I'm looking at, and I'm trying to see if there's anyone on your side that would pair up good in the tag team with anyone on my side.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to look at. So far, no. So far, I feel like, we're good on that aspect. Because I know you're not going to give up Team Fire Crotch, which is who I want on my roster.
Oh, hell no.
Would you be willing to trade the Brawling Brutes?
For who?
Who do you like on the roster?
If you're taking Brutes, I want Imperium. You do not get both on your show.
I can't do that one, Katie. I'm sorry. I can't do that. I can't give up Gunther.
You don't even know his name.
It's his original name. It's his original name. Okay, you know what? I think we're done here. Do you want the Good Brothers?
Nah, that's the line.
Do you want the Good Brothers?
The fucking Good Brothers?
Why not? What's wrong with you? What if I trade you Drew for the entirety of Brawling Brutes?
One person does not equate.
But it's Drew.
I know it's Drew.
Because I'm looking at, like, groups and tag teams. Like, I'm not trading the Bloodline. I'm not trading Imperium. I trade the Good Brothers, but I want AJ.
Want the Good Brothers. That's the thing. You want the best parts of the OC. You want AJ and Michin. I don't want the Good Brothers.
As Justin likes to say, Mia Yum.
Yes.
You know what? I think we're good on the. I mean, unless you're willing to trade Johnny Gargano, so I can, and Dexter Lumis for 2 male single stars on my roster. Like, that's the only thing I basically sit here and be like, let's make something happen.
Nah.
All right. Then I guess we're settled. We had our first official trade. Because I don't think we've done trades in these drafts before. We've always just been like, we're good here.
Yeah, I don't. Not that I can remember. I don't know. It's been a while.
Yeah, and then, I mean, you were going to break up Judgment Day anyway, so I'll just add a new member to Judgment Day on the SmackDown side to replace Mommy Rhea. We'll see.
Which will be who?
I mean, an easy candidate would be Liv Morgan.
Okay.
Yeah,
fair.
I can see Liv in there.
Do we have to do our champions?
Yes, that's the next step. So we'll do our champions next, and then we'll round out the episode. So
I get World Heavyweight.
Mm-hmm.
The Raw Women's. Do I get IC?
Yeah, because you wanted the IC. So I gave you the IC.
Okay. Yeah, because I was trying to get Imperium. That was the whole fucking point.
We can trade the titles if you'd rather.
I like the IC title. It's fine.
Okay. I mean, that's the only one that I'm willing to be like, let's trade back and forth.
And then, do I get another one or no?
So you get the women's, the Raw women's. You get the Raw tag teams because we're gonna split them up.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
And then you're gonna get your mid card, which is the IC title, and then the World Heavyweight.
Okay. Just do that. And obviously that.
So, I mean, I'll start things off. We can go back and forth. Obviously, I'm just going to keep the titles on Roman Reigns. So I'm going to keep the Universal Undisputed Unified Heavyweight Championship on Roman Reigns.
Okay. I'm obviously giving the World Heavyweight title to Seth Rollins.
That makes sense.
He should be the first one to win it anyways.
Mm-hmm. In terms of women, how do I not give it to Bianca Belair?
I know, I'm literally giving mine to Rhea. Like, our champions are staying the same.
That's hilarious.
In that aspect. Ooh, I don't know who I want as my tag champs, though. I have a lot that I can pick from here.
I have a lot, too, because I have Imperium. I have the Usos still, so I can just put the titles back on them. I have LWO. Damn, I'm just noticing my tag team division is kind of sus.
I have Profits. I have Owens and Sammy. I have Pretty Deadly. I got New Day. I got the Brutes. I got Alpha Academy. I got Finn and Cedric.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put it on Judgment Day.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because I was gonna put the titles on New Day. So I'll just put it on a different day, on Judgment Day.
You know what? I'm gonna be different. Now, originally I could just go, Owens and Sammy because they're the current champions. I kind of like the idea of Seth being the World Heavyweight Champion and Pretty Deadly being my tag team champions.
Okay. I like that.
So, yeah, I'm going to make Pretty Deadly my tag team champions.
All right. So now we have our mid-card titles, and I mean, he's the current IC champion, but I'm just going to put the US title on him, and that's Gunther.
I'm going to put the IC title on Mello.
Of course you are. I didn't expect
he deserves it.
I mean, I ain't gonna argue with that one.
He's gonna be a great champion.
So we still have the women's tag titles, and like we mentioned at the top of the episode, the way we're gonna go about this is we're gonna have a follow-up podcast episode where we book a fantasy women's tournament, Raw side versus SmackDown side, and then from there we're gonna go ahead and determine collectively who will be the women's champion across both brands.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we're going to do things. But aside from that, Katie, this has been fun. We another draft in the books.
Yeah. Should we run down our rosters?
Yes. You do you want me to start, or would you like the honors?
I was gonna say I have all mine here. I can just go down my list here.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I'll start with all of my champions. My Raw Women's Champion, Rhea motherfucking Ripley.
Yes.
My World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins.
Yes.
My Raw Tag Team Champions, Pretty Deadly. Yes, boy.
Yes, boy.
My Intercontinental Champion, Carmelo Hayes. And the rest of my roster consisting of Becky Lynch, The Street Profits, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, Caden, Carter, and Katana Chance. The New Day, Big E will be added eventually. Asuka, LA Knight, the entirety of the Brawling Brutes, Trish Stratus, Zoe Stark, Alpha Academy, Johnny Gargano, Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander, Shotzi Blackheart, Piper Niven, Dexter Lumis, Xia Li, Dolph Ziggler, Bronson Reed, Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green, and bobblehead looking ass JD McDonough.
You know what I just realized is that the whole point you drafted JD McDonough so you can get Finn versus JD, but you just traded Finn away.
I mean, I can still get some good matches out of JD.
That's good. I'm looking at your roster, and your tag team division is very impressive, especially now that you traded away the Judgment Day for the New Day. So you have the New Day, Street Profits, Owens and Zayn, Pretty Deadly, Brawling Brutes, Alpha Academy, Sheldon Benjamin, and Cedric Alexander. That alone, that's a very strong tag team division.
My tag division and my women's division, outstanding.
I just didn't want to put the titles back on the Usos. That was my whole thing. Like Roman, he didn't get beat for his title, so I don't want to take the title off of him. And same thing with Bianca and Gunther. I have the three most dominant champions in recent WWE memory on my roster as current champions, and I want to take the title off of them. Gunther is just doing the title exchange with Melo at this point. My roster goes as follows. I got Roman Reigns as my Unified Universal Champion, Bianca Belair as my Women's Champion. I have Gunther as my United States Champion. He's going to now be the longest reigning United States Champion because I'm not going to take the title off of him anytime soon. And then my tag team champions are going to be the Judgment Day, and I'm going to specifically put it on Priest and Dom, and let Finn be a singles guy in the faction. If not, I might let them New Day Freebird rule them, because if there's no fourth women member added to the faction, I'm just gonna go ahead and just like let them Freebird it.
Oh,
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just have them be a Freebird faction. You know, I have Edge in there. Maybe I'll have them have a sit down conversation, Jericho and CM Punk style, and let them hash things out.
Jesus Christ.
So there's that. So, and then the rest of my roster reads as follows. I have the rest of the Bloodline, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, Solo Sikoa, and the Usos as well. I have Cody Rhodes. I have the rest of Imperium with Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. I have Damage Control, all three. Have Bobby Lashley. I have the entirety of the OC, which includes AJ, the Good Brothers, and Mia Yim. Like I said, I have Judgment Day, including Finn, Drew McIntyre, Shinsuke Nakamura, the entirety of the LWO, which means I get Rey Mysterio, Legado de Fantasma, Selena Vega, and if we're believing what we saw on SmackDown last night, Bad Bunny as well, and Becky G, because they were given LWO shirts and they put them on. That's how you join the factions, you put on their shirts.
That's how this works.
So Bad Bunny and Becky G are exclusives to SmackDown, guys. All the Latinos are coming to SmackDown. I think I did draft all the Latinos.
You do have about 98% of the Latinos.
Yeah. I don't think you have any Latinos on your side. I just didn't draft Raquel because we don't claim her. We got Candice LeRae as well, Indy Hartwell, Liv Morgan, like I said, no Raquel. Edge, Shayna Baszler, no Ronda, fuck Ronda. The Miz, because The Miz, and then eventually you get Maryse, Tegan Knox, Charlotte Flair, because hopefully she'll bring back Andrade to visit backstage, and they can go ahead and have.
And then he joins the LWO.
And then he joins the LWO. Everybody joins the LWO.
Everybody's joining the LWO.
Austin Theory is not joining the LWO, but he's on the roster. Mustafa Ali, Chicago. Los Lotharios, they join the LWO. And Ricochet coming along. Fuck Braun. And then Emma and Dana, I was allowed to draft them as a team because I'm going to make them a team like they were in NXT. And rounding things off is Roxanne Perez. Latino. Bailey, also Latino. She's going to split up and join LWO. She's a tag team with Selena. That's my team. She's joining LWO and she's going to be with Selena.
See, you're saying this, but you're not going to remember this for when we do this.
I'll go back and watch the episode. With that being said, before I get too excited and get ahead of myself, Katie, where can everyone find you? Plug your socials, plug everything. Thank you also for coming and doing this on a Saturday morning / afternoon.
Of course. I mean, I will say, I do, not to be biased, I do think my roster is better. We'll have to let the people decide.
I'm going to try to make graphics with it either today or tomorrow of both of our rosters and putting the titles on our champions like I did last year and do a poll. And I'm not even going to say whose roster is who. I'm just going to say SmackDown roster, Raw roster, so people don't know. They have to listen to the episode. Unless, our group chats might know because I said Katie. Actually, I did put a tweet out that said Katie was drafting for Raw. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll still do the thing.
We'll still do the thing. But yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at KatieRaston13. The link tree in my bio will take you all things ShEliteShowcase. Twitch.tv/ShEliteShowcase, typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern. YouTube.com/ShEliteShowcase. Watch videos because they're way more entertaining. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts if you want to listen. Entertainers, yes. ShElite Showcase is the brand and the weekly show that I do with my co-host Savannah. Inside the Mind Up is an interview series I do. Vince has been a part of it. I probably won't have a new episode up on a Monday, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm doing a show every day this weekend. I'm a busy woman. Yeah. I have a lot doing that I'm doing. So, but you can find me on SmackDown or Raw. We're doing Getting Off next weekend. Mm-hmm. Whatever wins the poll. I think last time I checked, Final Destination was winning. So
I think Final Destination won. Unless did it already end or did it have
I will check right now live.
Last time I checked, it was Final Destination, which means that I'm not going to be on Getting Off. Which means the people
eventually be on.
I mean, I'm being saved for the Saw franchise because it's the only franchise I actually watched.
There's 19 minutes left into the pool, and Final Destination is currently winning at 39%. Saw as 28%.
Second place.
Second place.
So go and vote for Saw. Katie, what else?
All the things. You can find me everywhere. I do a lot of shit.
You do, because you do great work, which is why you continuously do many projects and podcasts and get invited to do stuff, which is why I invited you to do this. And I think I want to keep doing this as a yearly thing if this continues to be a thing on WWE. And we're gonna have not only our women's tag team tournaments, but in 2 weeks' time, we're also gonna be having our AEW brand splits because Phil, CM Punk, Brooks, and the rest of the elites and Jericho can't get along. So we're going to split up the brands. And me and Katie will do that. Maybe, hopefully, the Warden Matt Ritter will be available to just kind of like be there to like entice us one way or another.
Maybe.
We'll see. But with that being said, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SESvince. You can follow the show at Str8Talk_pod on Instagram. Search up SESvince in your audio podcasting feed, wherever you like prefer to listen to your podcast. You find us that way. That's the easiest way, I've been told, is just to search up SESvince, and you can find me. You can find me just about everywhere, Linktree/SESvince. But please subscribe over on YouTube if you're listening to the audio version or just watching this later on. YouTube.com/SESvince. I greatly appreciate trying to do some YouTube things, some visual stuff. But with that being said, this has been the Straight Talk Podcast. Katie, once again, thanks again for being here. I very much appreciate it. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Later, y'all.